Hello everyone, and welcome back to Geotech Master. I'm excited you're joining me. If you're passionate about geotechnical engineering, this is the place for you. In this video, we're going to tackle the fundamental reasons why geotechnical subsurface investigations are absolutely essential. Whether you're a seasoned civil engineer, a budding geotechnical student, or simply someone fascinated by what lies beneath our feet, this video will give you the essential foundations for subsurface investigation planning. In this episode, we'll answer some very important questions, including why do we need to bother with subsurface investigations in the first place? What's the big picture when it comes to planning these investigations? How do we get started, and what are the key things to keep in mind? What are in situ and laboratory tests, and why do we need both? Now, before we get started, if you haven't had the chance to watch my earlier series, Geotechnical Investigation Essentials, I strongly recommend you check that out first. Don't worry, I've provided a link in the description below for your convenience. It will give you the background knowledge that makes this new content even more understandable. We are moving onward now, and this new video is a part of planning a geotechnical subsurface investigation program. Right then, let's get started. We're going to begin with a basic idea of this video, and that's why we do geotechnical subsurface investigations. Imagine for a moment you're planning to build a house, or a skyscraper, or even a bridge. Now, what would happen if you just started building without knowing anything about what's beneath the surface? It'd be like trying to bake a cake without knowing any of the ingredients. It's a recipe for disaster.